Yet another disturbing trend has emerged in cyberspace. Young girls, sometimes preteen, are posting videos on YouTube asking this poignant question: am I pretty or am I ugly? One video alone had more than 4 million hits, generating, of course, some listen, social networks are nasty places, and these videos are creating some terrible, nasty comments that these young girls have to absorb. Watch this.
I just wanted to make a random video seeing if I was like ugly or not, because a lot of people call me ugly and I think I am ugly.
I just want to know if I am ugly or am I pretty. If you can see, I'm wearing makeup.
People say I'm ugly, so tell me, am I?
And with that, these young, vulnerable girls face the wrath of the YouTube commenters, some of whom are not very pleasant. In fact, most are downright cruel with their opinions. You're ugly because you believe you are, but in the physical realm of things, you're uglier than sin. I'm sure if your parents knew you'd turn out this ugly, they would have aborted you. And you need a hug around your neck with a rope. Some of these young girls are 11 and younger. It is not a pretty picture. This is not funny what people do on the internet. I mean, anyone watching, see how poignant those videos are? And can you imagine people posting stuff like that? So what are the dangers of these children posting the questions and the effects the comments have on them? What can parents do? What's motivating the young girls? Joining us to discuss this, actress Elizabeth Berkley, well known for her role in Saved by the Bell, her influential character Jessie, idolized by millions of girls. She is creator of the website and book Ask Elizabeth, which helps teens with self-esteem issues. Also, I have Quay Maddox. She's here with her daughter, Teddy. Teddy wrote, "Hot or Not, Trust Me, You're Beautiful," for the CNN blog in America. There it is there. Teddy, first to you, you're 16. Can you give us some insight into why you think an 11-year-old would post a video like the ones we saw here?
Okay, so I think that an 11-year-old would post this video online because with all the media, they're really projecting the message that in order to be hot or pretty or get boys or have even a good life, you have to be skinny or you have to have a certain type of hair, you have to wear a certain type of clothing. I feel like what some of these girls really just want is acceptance.
Elizabeth, what do you think about that?
You know, I agree with a lot of that, and I think that's really smart. And for the last 7 years, I've been facilitating a self-esteem-based program that I bring into middle schools and high schools specifically. It's now a global movement. And one of the most asked questions, actually, and it's why I started the book with this question at the centerpiece, is this was from a real girl in a real school, which was, what do I do when I look in the mirror and hate what I see? And just to connect what you said to that, the work I do is in a forum where girls can connect with each other and help each other so that it can be healing, peer-to-peer help and support.
Yes.
The issue with this is that question, am I pretty? Am I ugly? Asking that question, considering that when you're at an age that is so delicate, where you're finding your self-worth and your value, and really, I mean, our society does, you know, there's a high premium on
there's
looks.
A ridiculous premium, that's what they're responding to, but is this where they take it, to cyberspace?
That's the issue that's so devastating right now, because that question, am I pretty, is a normal question for a girl this age to ask.
This even boys wonder, am I attractive, am I not?
Yeah,
that should be their parents telling them that.
Either their parents or friends or their own consideration as they're exploring themselves. Now this platform, with social media, to take a vulnerable moment in your life and ask the world, please tell me who I am. Do you value me? Do you validate me? That's where it's devastating, and we need to support.
It's so painful.
It's brutal.
It's brutal.
It's brutal, and the comments back to them, one comment can stay with you. I mean, we all know as adults, some of those comments that maybe someone said to us once stay with us forever.
I get attacked on Twitter. Well, barely. I get attacked on Twitter all the time, and I think, ugh, it makes can ruin your day. But Teddy, do you agree with Elizabeth saying one negative thing stays with you for a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I completely agree with what she's saying. I can have a fantastic day, and someone can come up to me and be like, your shirt looks really bad on you, or that color doesn't go with your hair, anything, and it can really stick with me. Like, I could be having a great moment later on, and I'll just have those words echoing in my head. It's really horrible how these things can affect girls our age.
And By the way, Teddy, I'm so blown away by just how in tune you are with yourself, and you know, it's amazing. You clearly have a great mom and someone you can go to. The problem is a lot of these girls, you know, they don't have someone at home to be able to have this dialogue with.
Yes.
While there are a lot of great intentioned people in their lives, a lot of, I think, you know, a lot of times we talk about the issues and the problem, but what do we do about it?
Yeah.
A lot of the parents actually have told me they don't even want to give any dialogue to looks because they don't want to. They don't want them to think, that there's an importance.
Well, Quay Maddox, the mom, is there, and Quay, I've got less than about 45 seconds.
Sure.
How do you deal with this?
Well, I think it's important to have open communication with your daughter. It's important to let her know that you're a partner in this with her, in this whole growing up thing. Talk to her, share with her, and make her feel comfortable and know that whenever there's an issue, she can come to you and talk to you.